Okay, Mongoose Mike here, going to do a quick video explaining how to winterize and unwinterize a Mongoose Model 184 HD. Okay, first thing is drain your water tank, which I've already done. So we're going to drain all the water out of your tank and then shut your main drain valve there. Come up to the front, make sure that your main water valve is closed, and then you're going to open your antifreeze valve, which is right here. Okay, and it will gravity feed antifreeze to the pump. You'll see antifreeze coming into the filter housing. You see it's turning pink. Okay, once it gets to the air bleed, you're good to go. So now you've given your pump antifreeze instead of water. Now, as you can see, I always start with my antifreeze just to the base of that brass fitting. Now, we just ran some out of it, so some of the antifreeze ran down, but we always want to have a starting point for our antifreeze. That way, when you pump your antifreeze back in, you want to start just a hair lower than, you want to stop just a hair lower than where you started. That way you can keep from diluting it and pumping water into your antifreeze tank. So add maybe a gallon or a half a gallon each time. All right. So as soon as we start the engine, the pump's going to start pumping. So it's important that as soon as we start the engine, I'm going to turn the water jet to on. That way it's pumping the antifreeze through the jetter hose. Okay. And you'll see down here, I've got my jetter hose hooked to my three-way valve, and I've chosen the recirculation side. So we're going to wait for antifreeze to come through the hose. It'll pump it up through the clear hose going back to the water tank. And at that point, I will turn the key off, but I will not turn the water jet back to bypass, okay? Okay. Water jet is on. As you can see, it's sucking antifreeze out of the tank. Now we're just going to wait for the return line to turn pink. Boom. You see the middle line there turn pink. So now it's sent antifreeze all the way through the jet hose, all the way back to your tank. And whatever water was in this hose also was pumped back to your main water tank. Okay? So there's two lines left. All right, so now we're going to switch this over, the ball valve over to return to antifreeze tank. And we're going to crack open your VeriFlow valve. So now it will, when I turn the engine back on, it'll pump antifreeze back to the antifreeze tank and through your VeriFlow line. Remember, the pump was left on. There it is, and there it is. So now we've got antifreeze through all the lines. It's completely winterized. Okay, and we're on return to antifreeze. So we shut our VeriFlow valve. And now, since we're already hooked to return to antifreeze tank, all we have to do to unwinterize it is put water in it like you would when you're ready to jet. Close your antifreeze valve. Open your main water valve and turn it on. And when you turn it on, you'll see your antifreeze level start to rise. And when you get back up to where you started, you shut the engine off and you're ready to jet. Now, like I said, we had pumped some water and a little bit of antifreeze back into your main water tank. So to properly dispose of that, you would put a bucket or something to catch it underneath of your drain, open your main drain, and you dispose of it according to your proper local or national guidelines.